thank you very much, first of all, for joining to this very important press conference. We do consider the communication as extremely important, and we in WHO really pay a lot of attention to communication. We do have a strong communication teams. We do organize regular press conferences and meetings with mass media on different health topics. And of course, you are always welcome to reach out to our country office in Slovenia. We are based here. So if there is any need and any assistance needed with regards to any health topic, so we will be happy to help ourselves, or at least to guide to the regional officer to obtain information which is really good, and we all are responsible for delivering and having information which is based on evidence and facts, and which is based on trusted institutions and sources. As you have already been hearing a lot today, I'm not going to repeat what's been told and what's been explained by my colleagues, but I will be highlighting some messages from perspective of World Health Organization. So my central message is very clear. There is no any health benefit of smoking, consuming of any tobacco product, neither conventional or novel product. There is zero evidence for health. In contrary, there is a strong evidence that they do a lot of harm, especially to children's and adolescents' health in terms of long-term health consequences, developing addiction and leading to premature mortality at later age. And there is a lot we can and we should be doing as responsible professionals, including efficient communication based on facts and evidence, and by using appropriate, friendly language and approaches. Now, speaking a bit in details on e-cigarettes, which are the most common from electronic nicotine delivery systems, but there are a lot of others. Majority of e-cigarettes contain nicotine, which is highly addictive substance, and research shows that e-cigarette users, even they do it frequently, rarely, not in nature, they very likely will switch of use of conventional cigarettes at later age. And there is a real evidence that shows that e-cigarettes would usually users will switch for conventional cigarettes. They are harmful, and use is associated with increased risk of many diseases, many chronic non-communicable diseases, like cardiovascular diseases, like pulmonary diseases, asthma, and smoking of e-cigarettes also contribute to development of diabetes. Some countries report up to 70% of adults using both, meaning conventional cigarettes plus e-cigarettes. And this double use of both makes a really big impact, negative impact on health, and increase the risk to cardiovascular and other conditions, higher than single product use. E-cigarettes are particularly dangerous when used by children and adolescents and pregnant, and nicotine is highly addictive and can develop long-lasting effects on brain development and also on damage of growth of fetus if used by pregnant women. E-cigarettes are marked in thousands of flavors, with approximately 15,000 different flavors are available in some countries in the market. And please note that flavors are not innocent, not at all. They can increase addictiveness to the product, and the flavors actually are very tricky because they can also give a fake feeling to children, and they are perceived as less dangerous, more safe and not addictive, which is not true. World Health Organization recommends banning flowers. A number of countries in our region already are doing so. For example, Finland has introduced such a legislation recently, and also the Netherlands will ban flavored e-cigarettes from January next year. Now speaking just in a broader global context, how we are doing it at global level. A total of 111 countries regulates e-cigarettes in some way. 33 countries ban the sale of e-cigarettes, and other 90 countries have adopted partially or completely one or more legislative measures to regulate e-cigarettes. Most of countries that have bans of the sale of e-cigarettes are middle or high-income countries. 84 countries still have no bans on regulations to address e-cigarettes, leaving them particularly vulnerable to the activities of tobacco and related industries. When now speaking about the prevalence of e-cigarettes, given that many e-cigarettes are marketed to be attractive to use, they have been taken up by adolescents and children in large numbers in some countries. For instance, a recent systematic review found that the prevalence of e-cigarettes ever used among children and adolescents across all countries and territories that have data, which is 50 countries out of total 67 countries that reported on e-cigarettes, was estimated, this prevalence in those countries which reported was estimated to be 20%. In our European region, actually not all countries do monitor e-cigarettes, and among adolescents in WHO European region, and I'm speaking about 53 member states which are part of the WHO European region. From countries like 3%, countries like Kyrgyzstan, among 13-15-year-olds, to 41% in Monaco, among 15-16-year-olds, based on data coming from various national surveys. In Slovenia, and this is data coming from ESPAD survey in 2019, 10% of 15-16-year-old students in 2019 were using e-cigarettes, 13% among boys and 80% among girls. And what is very worrying is that in some countries of our WHO European region, the prevalence of e-cigarettes use among youth has nearly doubled over the last years. Countries like Georgia, Latvia, Italy, there is a really good, strong evidence that this is happening, which is really worrying us as health professionals. There are many other products like heated tobacco products and nicotine pouches, and I'm not going to expand and to speak more about those because I believe it's been already covered by my colleagues. I will just conclude by saying that WHO recommendations are guided by the WHO Framework Convention for Tobacco Control, which is a legal treaty which has been adopted by most of the countries globally and ratified in their parliaments. This treaty was adopted in 2005, and this is a legally binding document to countries globally. So, and under this convention, there is a ban also for internet sale on tobacco, and also the WHO recommends banning of restricting advertising, promotion and sponsorship with respect to e-cigarettes. So I'm going to finish now. Thank you for your attention, and once again, you are welcome to reach out to the country office and other WHO structures for more information also on other health-related topics. Thank you. Just wanted to say one more, that of course we are based here, country office Slovenia, and we are very happy to work with our national colleagues. First of all, it is Ministry of Health, which is our main partner in country. We do have an agreement with the ministry, and of course our partner, which is National Public Health Institute. We do work closely with institute or other professionals and providing all support, technical support, which is needed and necessary also for the strategy which was recently adopted in Slovenia. Thank you.